Welcome back to my kitchen. We're going to try a weird recipe today. I have no idea how it's going to go. It only has 5 ingredients, and it's called First Lady Cookies, and it's from before the Revolutionary War. So it's a very, very different kind of method. Let's give it a whirl. It starts with 1 cup of melted butter, which we're going to put in the mixer because of all of the mixing. I think it will be really hard by hand. Next, we're going to add 4 cups of flour. Cups of sugar, and 3 eggs. I'm going to add about a teaspoon and a half of vanilla. Huh, it's actually working. It's coming together as a dough. That's interesting. So the original recipe says to roll the dough out on a floured bench and cut with a cookie cutter. I hate rolling pins and rolling dough. So instead, I'm going to use my cookie scoop and put 12 cookies on a sheet and then flatten it with my hand, which I think is a much, much easier, faster method of doing this than rolling out dough and using a cookie cutter and then having to get the dough out of the cookie cutter, which I find to be remarkably difficult. It's not remarkably difficult, it's just this is so much faster. And I doubt they had cookie scoops back in the Revolutionary War. That's all you do. You poke out and then you just press it down with your hand. It says to roll it out to a 1/4 of an inch thickness, so I'm just going to press it until it's about a 1/4 of an inch thick. Well, that's funny. The picture has 3. The picture in the book has 3. The instructions say prick each cookie twice, and I've done it 4 times. Well, what do you know? All right, and it says bake for 12 to 15 minutes in a 350-degree oven. Let's see what happens. Okay, so this is what they look like after 13 minutes. They are cooked on the outside. You can definitely tell, and the bottoms are slightly turning brown. Inside is interesting. It's very interesting. They're still warm, which means they're going to taste a little bit odd. Let's see if I can move you up to my face and my very, very poofy hair. Let's give it a taste. Those are terrible. They suck so bad. They have no flavor. They have a really weird consistency. They're awful. Don't make these. Are not good at all. What a waste of a cup of butter. So it's been about a week since I made these cookies, and I did, so the first sheet was pretty bad. There were 3 other sheets that made 4 dozen cookies altogether. The other 3 sheets I put in the oven for the full 15 minutes, and then they come out super duper hard. Like, you can't hardly bite into them hard. And they still didn't taste very good. But I've had them now for a week, and I've been feeding them to the dogs, who love them. And for some reason, I took another bite today, and they've developed a flavor. I can't explain it, but today, after a week, they don't taste bad. They taste kind of good. So I'm going to take a bite for you, just to show you how hard it is. But they somehow have, like, I don't know, developed in their own way. Additionally, sorry, not that finger. Additionally, I had a second cookie book that I just bought, and it had this. The second cookie book is from Made a Heater, and it had the exact same recipe. Exact. The only difference, so I guess it wasn't exact. The only difference is that you were to roll them out paper thin and cut them. I just would have made a bazillion of these. And then she says that you could either use them as a cookie or as a crouton on a salad. And I thought, who puts cookies on salads? That means there's something wrong with the cookie. But like I said, these have developed a flavor. They're very hard. And very crunchy. I'm starting to like them.